Hello and Assalamu alaikum. This is Dr. Hashim Ali, and we will start lecture number two, that is the Internet and World Wide Web. So we will learn about the different aspects of the Internet and how it is used, about the history of the Internet. So we will start with the history of Internet. Internet started in 1969. That was the ARPANET. It was developed by the Department of Defense. It was normally used to connect universities with the defense bases. Later on, in ARPANET in 1963 was moved towards the Europe, and ARPANET was connected to Europe in 1963. Diagrammatically, you can see that ARPANET was expanded from USA to the Europe. Furthermore, the evolution of the internet, history of the internet was in mid 1980s when NSF National Science Foundation Network was created, and this was the network between the supercomputers. Internet was again similar, like the ARPANET. It used the link of the ARPANET, but at this till this moment, no commercial traffic was allowed. In 1990s, the origin of the internet, which we have got today, began. The ARPANET project was closed, NSF net was abandoned, and commercial network took over. Today in future, one lakh new websites per month are growing. This data is of 2005 and 2006. So we have got more websites per month being developed as technology is being shifted towards the AI. More than 50% of US household that is again 2005. So currently almost it will be 90% and above the US households that are online. Access is available through the US. Throughout the US, eventually access will be global, which currently is the access is the global, and household approach appliances or other devices are connected, and they are connected via the internet. The growth of the internet started in 2000. Internet users were 124 million. It moved towards 174.9 million in 2006. Currently, only US, as of 2025, we have got 322 million internet users only in the US. This is how the internet has got the growth, and this is how the number of users have been expanded, and internet has reached many people across the globe. The internet's major services are the basic services is the www, which is very well known service provided by the internet, that is World Wide Web. That was developed in 1993 by Tim Berners-Lee, allowed connections of documents, exchange of the documents. It normally requires the browser. Browser is a tool which helps you to share your document across the internet. The second major service being provided by the internet is the electronic mail, which is the instantaneous transmission of documents from one place to the another. Another major service being provided by the internet is the news. Often we call the news groups, electronic discussions on several topics, file transfer protocol, send and receive the file. Major service again, instant messaging or chat or peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer means one-on-one services being provided by the internet. Earlier it was the Napsters and Kaza which were providing these services. Now we have got the WhatsApp and Messenger, Facebook Messenger or other messengers are available, which allow the peer-to-peer services. How we can access the internet? Previously, internet was accessed through the internet service provider. Earlier in late mid 2000, internet was accessed through the dial-up connection. Modems were used to connect the internet with the phone line, but that connection was very much slow. Now we have got the fiber optic connection, so we have got the faster way of accessing the internet, that is through the fiber optic communication line. Previously, it was the high-speed internet connectivity was through the DSL and cable, or commonly we call it the T1 lines. Now we have replaced those T1 line or DSL or cable with the fiber optic communication lines as provided by, and common routine is provided by the PTCL or the Storm Fiber, etc. Understanding the internet allows accessing the resources. Normally, resources are available in the form of information stored in a document. So internet allows you to access those resources via those document. Web simplifies the internet. It connects the documents, and these connections are through the hypertext, which are created between the document, and documents are normally stored at a resource which we call it as a web server. Web server is a type of a computer which holds the document, and these documents are later on used to be exchanged among the users upon the request, and this request is put up by the HTTP protocol, Hypertext Transfer Protocol HTTP, which delivers the documents on request of the user from one place to the another. Like for example, we need a page, or we need an information, we need a Excel sheet, we need a PowerPoint slide. So we ask the Google to provide that document. So what we do, we on the browser, we just click on the www.google.com, and that document or resource, like for example, I need ICT lecture. So I will just type ICT lecture, and that document will be on my screen, and I can access that document. This document is being delivered by the HTTP protocol, which we call Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The website again is a collection web server. It holds the documents, and whereas the website is a collection of the documents stored. Documents are stored at the website, and website is contained in a web server. So pages are published, and pages are actually document. When we create documents, so it is created in the form of web page, and those documents are again then published to the web. And these documents are created by a language which we call as hypertext markup language. This language is a tagged language which creates the web pages, and these web pages are actually the collection of the documents which are then later on stored within the website, contained in a web server, and these documents are delivered to the user upon the request. Understanding the internet, again, we use the browsers which support us, or which allows us to read and translate the HTML document, the website or the web page, and this web page content is displayed to us using the uniform resource locator, like for example www.loc.gov. So this is a resource, and this uniform resource locator means that you have to give address of a web page. Like for example, I'm opening the google.com, so I just need to type www.google.com. This is a URL address, and this URL will locate that particular resource, and it will display the content of the required resource. Helper applications, we have got different plugins. Plugins are small softwares which enhance the capability of a web browser. Enhance the capability of a web browser functionality. Like for example, I need to play a video. So for that video, I need a special tool to play that video. So that special tool is called as a plugin, and this plugin will allow me play the video like Flash Player or etc. etc. Streaming audio and video sends the file in small chunks. Audio and video files are sent in a small chunks, which we call packets, and these packets are later on used to download while others play. Streaming audio and video. So files are sent in a small chunks in the form of packets. When these all packets are downloaded, you can play overall the audio or the video, depending on the available speed. So this is how it works. Streaming audio. So this is part number one, part number two, three, part number four, part number five, and part number six. This is the server, and this is the computer which where you are setting. So you have requested for a audio or a video. In this case, in our case, we are streaming an audio. So the when first part is given to us, the audio content will be played, and we can listen to the audio content. Then the second part, then the fourth part, then the fifth part, and lastly the sixth part. So these all, when they are combined together, so the complete audio file will be received by you. If it is partially received, so for example, we have received the two parts, so we cannot say we have received all the file. When all file is completed, you can completely listen to the audio, And if you are listening to a part and other are being received by you, this process is actually called as this is streaming process. Streaming means that something is being transferred from server to the destination computer. So this process is called, actually this flows like a stream, so we call it streaming, and the streaming is for the purpose to listen to the audio file. So we say this is streaming audio. Using using a browser and the www. So browser starts on the home page. Normally we have got the home page, that is the Google page. So we navigate the URL in the Google, as I've given the example of the www.google.com. So this is a resource. I need this resource. So I will use the browser like Internet Explorer, like Mozilla Firefox, or Google Chrome, or any other browser. So I just need to put in the web address, that is www.google.com, and that URL will locate the document or the resource, and it will bring up the required file to me. So normally the web is unorganized. There are directories which are categorized across the internet, and normally we use the search engine. The simplest example of the search engine is your Google. That is the simplest available, not those simplest, but the commonly known search engine which we use, that is the Google. And this search engine allows you to find any document or anything you want by using a keyword. Like for example, I want to have ICT lectures, so I will just simply type in the ICT lectures. This is a keyword, and I will give this keyword in a search engine, that is the Google, and Google will retrieve the particular required information. So this is how we access the information across the internet. In today's lectures, so we have discussed about the internet. We have discussed about the history of the internet. We have discussed how we can access the internet. Thank you very much.